And I want to turn it over to Mr. Brian, who is our Career Tech Director, and may I say doing a phenomenal job.
Thank you. Okay, so, woo! I am a teacher, not a public speaker. And give me a classroom of 35 kids, fantastic. Give me a room of about 20 adults, what is going on? This is CTE Awareness Month, Highlight Month. And so what I want to do is just kind of highlight CTE in Chambers County. But first, I'm going to introduce myself because I know some people in the room know me, some people don't. I'm Josh Bryan. I am brand new Career Tech Director for Chambers County Schools. I started July 1, but I'm not new to Chambers County Schools or Chambers County. My parents spent 25, 30 years in the school system. My dad was a coach, mom was a SPED teacher. And then if you're from Chambers County, born of Detroit's. And so graduated from Valley High School in 2009, went to Alabama A&M with an Ag Ed degree. Came home and said, I actually got offered a teaching job in Huntsville and said, nope, I'm going home to Chambers County. And came there, started teaching for Chambers County School. I taught agri-science for 2015 to 2023. And then taught at Wadley High School last year and then came back home to Chambers County this year. And so I'm super excited to be home. One thing before I go so I don't forget it, if you notice, we had board appreciation last board meeting and Career Tech didn't have anything. We did, it was on my desk, and we have a brand new baby at the house and she decided to come on. So sorry board members, we had your stuff in our bag. So I've got it for you, don't let me forget to give it out before we leave. So I'm going to scroll down here. I have a PowerPoint because I am a teacher, so I like PowerPoints. First thing with Career Tech Education, our goal is to have students ready to go to work in the workforce in our area, surrounding areas, to support our local, just be good citizens of our community. One of the things in high school we have to have, it's a graduation requirement now, is to be college and career ready. And so what I have up there is the list, it's a little bit small, of the several ways you can become college and career ready. And 3 of those are actually from Career Tech Education. One of them is become a completer in a Career Tech program. That's taking 3 courses in a Career Tech program and making a C or better in those programs, or in those courses. The second way is to earn a CRI, which is a Career Readiness Indicator. And these are industry approved credentials that our students take and pass, and they can go right to work with many of these. One of our most common ones is our CNA. Those students earn their CNA while they're in high school and can go right to work in a medical facility like a hospital. And then the last one is a new one. It was just added this school year, about October-ish. It is completing a state-approved CRI, or a computer science course, counts as a CRI. And so the one we offer at our center is Exploring Computer Science. And so I'm going to kind of jump into our programs and what programs we have. We have a total of 11 CTE programs in Chambers County. At our center, we have 375 students coming to the Career Tech Center across the road. And we have 709 students enrolled in Career Tech Education in our county. And so we have 7 programs at the center. We have 2 programs at Lafette High School, and then we have 2 programs at Valley High School. And so the first program we're going to kind of talk about is automotive technology. And so what I did was I kind of did some quick snapshots of what our kids do, and then the credentials that they offer. So if you go in any shop, automotive shop around, you want to see ASE certified on their shop. That means that you know they're legit. They're not a shade tree mechanic or anything like that. And so these are credentials that our students can earn while they're still in high school. And so that's pretty much all of the ASE credentials for entry level. And so our students, when they leave our automotive program, can fix just about anything on your car. It's fantastic. And if you notice, back in the day, 1978, when our school started, automotive was a greasy job. These kids don't get greasy. And they test pretty much these vehicles on cars, and so we're blessed to have Kia with us. So we've got brand new Kias. This year we just got an EV6, which is really cool. We're one of the only high schools with an electric vehicle, and so we have a way to charge it and everything. Kids do it. It's fantastic. Our next program that we're gonna. Yes,
What
ma'am.
grade do you have to be to do that?
So they can start as 10th grade.
Okay.
They can come as 15, as young as 15. They just can't. They have to be 16 to drive the cars in and out of the base. But yes, ma'am, they can start at 10th grade for this. Food and beverage services. We offer culinary 1 and 2, and then it's a foundations course in culinary. And so our credentials offer for food and beverage services is our Skills for Success. It's put on through the community college system. And it's customer service, and our kids can earn Serve Safe Manager. And this program we start as early as the 9th grade. And this is one of the cool things. We're actually working on getting a new lab for them at our center right now. We should start probably mid-April on our hood and our equipment getting moved in. So, computer science. This is a relatively new program for us. Credentials offered there are Microsoft Office Specialist, and then our Certiport Information Python, and then Artificial Intelligence. This is a course where if they take, her intro course is Exploring Computer Science, and they can start this program as early as 9th grade as well. And so it's really cool because as a 9th grader, they take Exploring Computer Science, they already meet their CCR status, so they don't have to worry about. We want them to pass other ways like work keys and those kind of things, but if for some reason they have a glitch on testing day, they've already met that status by taking her intro class, which is fantastic. And they learn everything in here from coding to binary. And I come in there sometimes and they're like, Mr. Bryan, you know how to do this? No, I do not. And they go, let me teach you. And so they gave me a crash course on binary one day. And I felt like a duck out of water. Marketing, we offer customer service, Skills for Success, and then Microsoft Office Word Expert. This is a relatively new program as well. It's in its 2nd year. And so we offer different things like principles of marketing, sports marketing, just marketing based, the videography of marketing. Our project this year, they developed their own Nike Dunk, which was cool. And they had to pick a company to collab with Nike, which was fantastic too. Financial management. This is a new program. This year was a program conversion. We had accounting before, but our instructor said, hey, I really like financial management because it kind of hits more on the entrepreneurship and students starting their own businesses, which when she polled, that's what a lot of our kids wanted to do, was to go out and be entrepreneurs. Some of them were on YouTube, and some of them wanted to create their own business, which was really cool. And so credentials here, we offer customer service as well, and then Microsoft Office Specialists. And they can start most of these programs that I mentioned in the 9th grade. And so our students have the opportunity to take that while they're in high school. Modern Manufacturing Center of Excellence. This is also another new program this year. This one is put on, the Center of Excellence is pretty much sets the curriculum for this, it's really, really cool. This was previous precision machining, and we picked modern manufacturing because it includes a little bit of everything from additive manufacturing, subtractive manufacturing, which would be your precision machining. And we have kids working on lathes, The picture right there in the middle is a 5-axis slave, which is, we are one of the only schools in the state with one of those. The only other one I know of, well, is at Southern Union. I've not seen another high school with a 5th-axis lathe, which is really, really cool. That one is a student working on a product. The cool thing about manufacturing is they work with a lot of our programs. They worked with Ag on a project the last week where they made a bedder machine for our tiller. And so these are all students working actually hands-on in the shop. And one of their cool things they have, I think it's really cool, is a 3D scanner. Don't let them scan you, because then you wind up everywhere. 3D printing, Mr. Ward loves additive manufacturing, so we do 3D printing, and they've shifter handles, and the first 3 weeks of school, I let them scan my head, and it's the shifter knob for the motor, and they just made a soap holder for my automotive program, and my face is on the soap holder, and I'm just like, y'all have to stop. But so it's everywhere. I've popped up everywhere. They made mini versions of me as well, and I'll look and there'll be one just randomly sitting on a water fountain. So I don't know how many of them they made, but they may wind up over here too. So Green Power is a really cool program. It's basically engineering, but it's designed around this electric car. And so we have 5 of these electric cars. Credentials offered, they can earn a FAA Part 107, that's a drone license, and then they can also offer SolidWorks Associate. But the cool part to this one is these kids get ready, a lot of these kids go off to pre-engineering programs or engineering programs. So several of them have graduated from Auburn with engineering degrees. And they race these. This is a national race. It's held in Talladega every year, and it's in May this year. But it's really, really cool. People from all over the state, all over the country, come to this race and race these electric cars. Health science. This is one of the really cool ones as well. This one's offered at Valley High School. For Green Power, they can start there in the 9th grade. Health science, they start as juniors. And the credentials offered there are certified patient care technician, that's your CNA. The patient care technician. That would be an MCT at a hospital. And then you have your certified nursing assistant, which is your CNA. And then another one is through Skills for Success is mental health worker. And so these students can actually go through all these credentials and get them while they're still in high school, where if they went through a 2-year college, they would have to pay for it. One thing they've been really big on the last several years is our Operation Wipeout for ovarian cancer. And our health science program has really taken charge of this and really just hammered it. And then Army JROTC, this is another program that is held at Valley High School. Credentials is the Army JROTC certificate and our FFA Part 107. That's a drone license as well, and a lot of the credentials overlap programs. This is by far one of our largest programs. And so they are doing really cool things. And then our last program is General Agri-Science. Credentials offered there are beef quality assurance, that's BQA, bulldozer, skid steer, and some conservation. So a little bit of everything. And this program they can start in the 9th grade. So there's kids, bulldozer in it. That is our current greenhouse where it's set up right now. His plant sale will be the week after spring break. So if you want to stop by, come on. And then the kids grow all these plants from plugs or starters. And they just do a little bit of everything. We've got goats, chickens, pigs, row crops, greenhouse production. We have wood shop, and then you name it, pretty much electrical. I mean, they do a little bit of everything in ag. But these are our programs. We have 11 total, and it's just fantastic to see what they're doing. It's really cool to watch them grow, and just Career Tech's, I think, the future of education. It's where my heart is. I was an ag teacher for 10 years, so I plan to see Career Tech growing. I would like to get our numbers at our center up. Next year, I would hope to be around 500-ish. which I think would be really, really cool. That would be busting at the seams, but it would be a great problem to have. Any questions or comments? Everybody good? Awesome.
Well, one thing I want to say is that his decision to go into a career tech field was because of the influence of teachers
Yes.
up.
I came to
And
Career
Career
Tech.
Tech Center.
It was an aquaculture program. I had the career of the week. And then I came over here as an 11th grader and said, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And so my mom was like kind of shocked because I was this soccer player, a kind of preppy looking kid. And I went off to college and said, this is what I want to study, and came back with cowboy boots and 4 horses. And she's like, what happened to my child? Because I was raising fish and raising horses and goats and all the things. And that's what I love about Career Tech education. You may have a kid who's not the stellar academic kid or may just struggle in general in life.
Or just
And-
plan to quit school?
Yeah, or
at
plan to
17.
quit school when they're 17. And they come into a career tech program and they say, I love this. And they can't get enough of it, and then that's what they do. One of my biggest success stories I had was got a 10th grader probably about 8 years ago, and he came from Beulah and did not have a clue what he was wanting to do. And wound up being my FFA president, wound up competing in small engines, and that's what he does for a living now. He worked for Extreme Power Sports for a while, but now he's one of the mechanics for the True Value in Opelika. And so that's what he does for a living. I've got kids that were linemen, and they just find their passion in CTE, and that's what I love about CTE, is just kids find their place and they kind of go. And it's just awesome. And they make up our workforce, they make up our communities, and hopefully my goal is to keep them here, because we need people here. So.
Let me just say I appreciate your commitment and your passion, because I still use skills that I learned in that building 40 years ago.
Yes, sir.
So it's great seeing these kids coming and learning those skills.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you.
Before I forget, because I will run out and leave them. We've
I
got
was
some-
gonna ask if y'all still have the deed.
Oh, yes, we do still have these.
Well, I
Dr.
have
Doctor,
some children who do
at
the
Alabama
deeds.
A&M, you know what I'm talking about? He's over the forestry department.
Yes.
He has some scholarships available for kids.
Okay.
If you have some kids, he
Thank
can
you.
go to Alabama A&M.
That's awesome. Yes, we still have the bees. We have one colony right now. We're gonna split and got some.
Very much.
That's for
If you want to
manufacturing.
leave Ms.
Okay.
Terrence, then we can give Terrence as well.
Thank you so much.
And oh, one more thing. Miss Woodham dropped off some flash drives. All kinds of things.
Board member appreciation last 2 minutes.
I have 3 students who go there now. They have one that does the automotive, and then I have 2 in agri-science. And I love it.
It's okay if I walk back in just a check.
Do you still do culinary?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I was, yeah.
Oh, yes. We're
I
actually,
needed the honey before I went.
we're actually fixing to. Okay. Fixing to start their new lab here in about a month. We'll have a bid put in and all things. So I'm fixing to order $9,000 stove. I'm gonna send it to you. It's under 10, so we're okay.
Ms. Wood's money, correct? This is from the money that Debbie Wood got for us to do those renovations.
agenda item number 8, approve routine personnel changes.
And you have a one page to approve the routine personnel changes, which I want to say will line up with objective 2, which is recruit, employ, develop, and retain effective professionals.
Wait just a second to look at that. item number 11, approve the following programs or positions for special education, for the special education 2026 summer programs. Positions will consist of administrator, special ed teachers, special ed parapros, bus drivers, bus monitors or aides, LPN or RNs, substitute for administrator, teachers, paraprofessionals, bus drivers, bus monitors, LPNs, and custodian, diagnostician, psychometrist. Okay, that was the end of that one.
And this is just our getting ready for summer, which just blows my mind. My grandmother used to say time flew, and now I understand what she was talking about. This is just us getting ready for summer, for our meeting the needs of our special education summer program that we have, asking that you approve these positions for us, so we can hire them.
Do we have a motion and a second?
Motion.
Second.
Any comments or questions? All right, if you approve, let you know by the show of hands. Agenda item number 12, approve the following positions for elementary and middle school 2026 summer school programs. Positions will consist of administrator, teachers, parapros, bus drivers, bus monitors or aides, LPNs and RNs, custodian, substitute for administrator, teachers, paraprofessionals, bus drivers, bus monitors, LPN, and custodian.
All right, so once again, just getting ready for summer, getting these positions approved so we can start the process of serious planning and securing our people that we need for our summer programs. I ask that you would approve those positions.
Do we have a motion and a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Comments or questions? If you're in favor, by the show of hands. Thank you. Agenda item number 13, approve the bond resolution.
All right, so we have gotten a copy, and this is item 13 in your packet. We've gotten a copy of a resolution that we need approved as we move forward in the financing of the school. We have now got it cleared so that we're going to be able to get that 30-year note that we need. And this resolution, to break it down into layman's terms, says that we need this and we commit to do this and that we are going to pay it back. And I'll give you a minute to read through all of that, and then I ask that you approve that bond resolution.
When you're finishing.
So this is not just saying how much it is, but the interest and everything?
No, this is just saying that we are making this commitment to pursue the bond issue and that we're making the commitment to reimburse.
All right, do I have a motion and a second?
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? All right, if you approve, by the show of hands, please. Thank you. Agenda item number 14, the board to receive fiscal accountability notice 2026-1.
And doesn't require a vote, just requires that we make you aware of this, and I'll give you a moment to look through this. This is Ms. Allen, but I think just making you aware of the situation is what we're doing right now.
We won't need a vote on that. So we'll move on to the superintendent's, item agenda number 15, the superintendent's comments.
So just real quickly, this is that crazy time of year when winter sports and spring sports are all slammed together. And if you have, I cannot imagine how many different places, Ms. Hunt, you have to be because you have students involved in all of that. But we do, baseball season opens up this week. And, you know, unlike football season where you have this nice little, we're going to play on Friday nights. Baseball, they play. They just play all the time. So baseball is opening up. We still have basketball going on, and I'm so very proud and excited that we do still have basketball going on. This week, we got the Sweet 16 that's going on, and Lafayette High boys have already won their Sweet 16, and so now they will move on to the Elite 8. And ironically, on Monday, they will move on to the Elite 8, where they will get to play the Lynette Panthers. And so according to those that I talked to at Lynette, and you probably know this, Rico, this will be the 4th time that Lafayette and Lynette boys have faced one another. And I'm just going to say that I bet the Panthers may just come in angry because the Bulldogs have been dominant. And so we're just cheering that on, and that will be Monday. Our girls will play tomorrow at 12 Central, I believe is it 12 Central? Tomorrow, the girls, the Valley High girls play, and they're playing Briarwood, and that will be their Sweet 16 game. And if you did not have an opportunity to go see the Valley girls, that is a good game. I mean, they play. They have really done a great job this year. Well, Lafayette boys have, but that was just watching the girls. I was really impressed with them. And that's the sports stuff that we've got going on. And a little bit of an update on construction. We are moving forward with the bond. That we've been very much involved in the finance and just planning out some of the things like how's that cafeteria going to look, and how is the career tech facility going to be set up, and what's going to be there. Pre-construction wise, they did some land borings, and as they were doing that, kind of some geotech kind of thing, they found that there were some spots they're not real sure about, and they've got to do some more borings and do some checking. But, you know, I was talking to the City of Valley people, and they were like, hey, we want those reports. We want to see what we can do to help out. And I just say that because Valley has definitely been jumping in and helping every chance they could and moving things forward for us. So we are working on those spots while we're still working and scheming and planning. We ought to be able to real soon. We ought to be able to put out there the building and how it's going to look. From the original building, we did make some changes, just trying to make everything happen within budget. So we're moving along, and wanted to make sure people knew that. And that's all I got.
Any
From my
comments or
superintendent.
questions about that? All right. We will move to go into executive session to discuss a possible student expulsion. I'll need a motion and a second to go into executive.